Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we rise now for the Serbian national anthem. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So that's got things underway. Just eases him off the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. It's out for a goal kick. Pressing high and with purpose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shifted upfield. And that pass just didn't quite work. Australia, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Out to the right. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Distributed tidily. Crosses it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a good ball out wide. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's on a charge. Now there he's having a shot! He's scored! And Australia are in front. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
No, he's not getting his way this time. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That is lovely. Serbia have a free kick.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Hangs one. He's got full. Oh, off the bar. That's a half-decent try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Suta.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Australia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's a threatening ball. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Australia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Strong running down that left flank. Looking for options for movement. It's run loose here. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot!
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Oh, good-looking ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Serbia looking to pass their way through. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
The attendance for this match was
good spread.
29,830.
That's a good run down the left. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's neat. He is through here. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove...
He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Substitution for Australia, number 11.
So the manager can make a
Coming
change
on the
for the
field
first time in the game here.
number
And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Spread neatly, and he's picked it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Now the ball climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Australia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. The ball goes in. Oh, what a climb! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Serbia really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Substitution for Australia, number 6.
We have got changes
Number
here from
5.
both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field, number 10, number 14. Substitution in
Australia
progress.
are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Three-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's forced to go back. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Pass somewhat off target. Now this could be a chance. He's tried one! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Into the last 5 minutes. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He won't be happy. He could be in here. Real chance! Outstanding save to keep that out. They've played it short.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Chance to... Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Takes a shot! And how did he not make it 4? And time is up. Australia can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. A moment of great pride, the anthems. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So it's down to business here. Kukçu tries to play it through, and he was quick to react. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Aktukolu.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Celik. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Kukçu. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And they can counter here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Çalhanoğlu, Aktukolu. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Can he latch on to this? Turkey controlling the possession in this early phase. Celik. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Yildiz. Aktukolu picks it up out wide. That's good play. He's in a great chance for a shot! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Turkey are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Benrahma. Mahrez.
Algeria clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Celik. Goulet on a strong run down the right. Goulet. Oh, nice touch. Celik tries a cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Aouar. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Arda Güler. Aouar. And Boudaoui. Guiri. Great vision. And that has found him in acres of space. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out towards the flank. He's got away. Elects to cross. Tries a shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Algeria have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Mahrez. And he's managed to get free. Plays it in low. Demiral clears it away. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
Here we go again then.
Turkey can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Chile gets across and deals with it. Carazor.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And it's Kukçu. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Turkey finding their passes. Benacer. Nicely aimed pass. Over to the left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Benrahma. Çalhanoğlu. It's a pretty loose pass. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
The attendance for this match was 80,300.
He has found a way through. Aktürkoğlu powering forward here. That's a good ball. Big chance! It's anyone's ball now. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Knocks it out wide.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mahrez.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Guiri. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Substitution for Turkey, number 10, Çalhanoğlu. Number 8,
time for changes
Gulen.
on both sides, actually.
Number 11,
Algeria
Yudes.
are sitting pretty, 2-0
Number
up.
22,
We're looking at a very
number
different game
21,
now. The command
number
has been
19.
established.
Substitution.
Benacer. Now it's Guiri. Atal. Now it's Guiri. That's a good ball out wide. Aktürkoğlu. So what can they make of this? Ball played for Kukçu. Atal. Guiri. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Not the most accurate pass.
Turkey are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're quick to get it back. Kukçu. Budawi. Mondi. Algeria clearly now in lead preservation mode. Benacer. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Hello everybody, and please join me.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Ukraine braced for their anthem.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So off we go then. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this?
There they go, hunting again.
Zinchenko gets a foot in here. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He has found the way through. Zinchenko! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now, can they get him away? Great chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Cleared away. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Dovbyk, and he's away. Dovbyk! And he has kept it out somehow.
Dovbyk clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ukraine have their second corner now. They've played it short. Shot at goal! And now a sudden chance to counter. It's run loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped.
Wales are looking to go forward now. He's in a great position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's the chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Just eases him off the ball. Zabani did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mudryk crosses it in. Dovbyk! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mudryk receives it in a wide position. Shot could be on. And that was very necessary.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Ball is over the line.
There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again.
Ukraine clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Knocks it into space. Big chance! Shoots! Really well taken goal. And the second half is off to a flyer. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 15.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cleared without complication. Played through into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot! And it's... Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 57 minutes.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that has added a whole...
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Decent chance! It's loose, goes for the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Quality ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they're on him in a flash. That'll be a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Ukraine perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Wales looking to pass their way through. Zinchenko. More and more pressure on the ball here. Nicely spread. Gets into some space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 8, number 17, Zinchenko. Coming on the field, number 20, number 2, substitution in progress.
Ukraine will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And they can counter here. That's really well manoeuvred. Picked out brilliantly. And the finish! Goal, Wales! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 20.
Wales get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And here's Dovbyk. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Ukraine really are showing all the necessary urgency.
He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that's a dangerous... And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Closing in on goal. Now this could be a chance.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Out to the left it goes. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's made its way to him. And that has been knocked clear. That's that, the end. Ukraine illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Ukraine definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
And all that remains for me is to
And
thank
now,
Jim
to all
Beglin.
members
That's
of
it
the
from us
crowd,
tonight.
I'd like
A
to
very
ask
good
you
evening
join
to
me
one and
in
all.
wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. Well, that was impressive. Match that. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high.
Applies the finish! Well, this is Lewandowski. Tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's found a way past. Closing in on goal. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh no, what has happened here? Danger averted for now. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early.
He's tried one! And the ball's come loose here. Zalewski. So it is still 0-0.
Poland really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity develop.
He's gone for goal. Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Szymanski. Now it's Piontek. And that has left him in a heap. Cash. And it's Szymanski. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! He's scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Number 10.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a promising position. Some good work on the right flank here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that has been slung wide. Oh, cracking ball. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a go! Great reaction! Piontek. Great defending, strong and determined.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Canada merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Canada definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Zalewski. Plays a sharp little ball here. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Still just a single goal between the sides. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Cash. Spread it left. Zalewski could try cutting inside here. He's picked his shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Lewandowski. Over to the left. Now it's Zalewski. Zalewski stood his big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Strong running down that left flank. Very nicely done. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to belt it away. And claimed it back swiftly.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Number 21, coming on the field, number
Szymanski.
22, number 23, number 8.
Looking to play him in. That has been cut. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And he's managed to get free. Shot, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. He's got full.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he lines big header!
Has been indicated.
That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Players to the field.
And so, the national anthems.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And that was very necessary. And here's Surlot. Mohamed Salah. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, looks a smashing ball. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Haaland! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Number 9, Erling Haaland.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Not the most accurate pass. Opts for safety. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a throw-in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Surlot. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Marmoush. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has been cut short. Norway are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Berger. Good driving run. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
Chance for a shot! He can get that clear. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well read, nice interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Haaland, and it's made its way to him. And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Has crossed into the middle, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Berger. And he's had a hit! Marmouche.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mohamed Salah had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Spread it left. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And they can counter here. Berger. Ødegaard. Ryerson. And it's Ødegaard. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Norway head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
And we're off again.
Norway really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's picked his way through, and the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Tries to pass it through. Nice control. He's got away. Flings in across. He rises! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Over to the left. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Norway just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
The attendance for this match was 52,000.
Elneny does well to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Egypt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Norway choosing to make the first change.
Substitution for Norway. Number 20. Coming on to replace him is number 21.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Trezeguet powering forward here. Now that looks a decent ball. That's cause for mild irritation.
Substitution in progress.
Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Norway have the chance to go the other way. Now this could be a chance. Gets into some space. Oh, what a climb!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, sweet feet. He's cut it out. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution for Norway. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Field is number 22. Bob. Substitution.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Norway surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Norway have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Driving on and making good progress. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Ødegaard. The final 5 minutes. Norway close now to seeing this one through to the end. No, that's been intercepted.
Egypt really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that's nice. Now, can they get him away?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Cleared away and reclaimed it in a trice. Out to the left it goes. Cross goes in there. Terrific header. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Substitution for Norway. Number 9.
Time for a change in personnel. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager...
That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So that's got things underway. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Passing is crisp and sharp. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Panama do have a chance to counter here. He's got away. Oh, he's found support out wide.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Still goalless.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played out to the right. That's very neat. Lovely feet. Lofted in. Oh, smashing! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now he's off and running. There's the shot! And that is wildly off target. "30 minutes gone. Just eases him off the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he cuts out the supply. That'll be a throw. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Played out wide. Looking for options for movement. Lovely ball and a real chance. He's having a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So, a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Steaming on, tries a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tries to pass it through. Godoy.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Strong running down that left flank. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's had it taken off him. Can he spark a counter here? And he's had it nicked
The
away.
attendance for this match was 80,314.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Godoy. Turns back here, probably the best option. And the through ball. Driving, real chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Substitution for Russia, number 11.
So time for change.
Coming on the field
And this
is
one has been on the cards for a little
number
while.
19.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Godoy. That's good running with the ball. Closing in on, and the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Godoy. Taken back almost at once. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Stood up well to him there. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Russia, number 7.
We have
Number
got changes
10.
here from both
Coming
sides,
on
in
the
fact.
field, number 23, number 15. Substitution.
Aimed beyond the defence. He has found the way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Opts for safety. And he's straight offside. Pinches it off him. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Well, that has not gone well. Time for a change in personnel.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now the breakaway. Over to the left. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Save the best for last! What's your opinion on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
After 14 minutes in extra time is number 19.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Substitution for Russia, number 22.
So the first goal of the game.
Number 17. There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Please report to the staff.
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Could move up a gear here. Steaming on goalwards. Big chance! 1-0 as we head towards the end. And that's another good win of the ball. Now they can break here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambition.
He's got full. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Substitutions taking place.
Panama have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
I think we're just about done here. And he's managed to get free. Driving on and making good progress. Goes to finish! Oh, taken with style! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And yes, it's him again. And that's it. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.